In an unexpected clash of worlds, Sackboy, fueled by the dark energy of the No Mercy root, faced off against Zon in a surreal battle. The once cheerful atmosphere turned tense as they exchanged rapid-fire attacks, each trying to outmaneuver the other in this peculiar crossover showdown. Sackboy's stitches strained under the weight of his newfound malevolence, casting an ominous shadow across the whimsical landscape. Zon, with his trademark nonchalance, dodged Sackboy's attacks effortlessly, his glowing eye betraying a hint of concern beneath his composure. The battlefield shifted between dimensions, platforms morphing into pixelated nightmares as the clash intensified. Sackboy's once friendly gestures now twisted into malevolent forms, summoning dark forces to aid him. Zon, undeterred, countered with a barrage of bone attacks, navigating through the chaos with an eerie grin. As the battle raged on, the fabric of reality itself seemed to tear, exposing the underlying code of their worlds. Sackboy's determination to embrace the No Mercy root clashed with Sansa's determination to protect the integrity of his universe. The clash reached a crescendo when Zon unleashed his most formidable attack, the Gaster Blasters. Sackboy, momentarily overwhelmed, struggled to keep up with the relentless assault. However, the No Mercy root had bestowed upon him newfound strength and determination. With a surge of dark energy, he pushed back, turning the tide in a display of chaotic creativity. The battle unfolded like a tapestry of contrasting elements, the whimsy of Little Big Planet colliding with the existential dread of Undertale. The outcome hung in the balance as both characters fought not just for victory but for the essence of their respective worlds. Sackboy's once adorable features contorted into a menacing scowl, his stitches pulsating with a sinister energy. The very fabric of his being seemed to absorb the joy from the surroundings, leaving a trail of darkness in his wake. His attacks became more ruthless, with each strike carrying the weight of his newfound hostility. Gone were the playful jumps and spins, Sackboy now moved with a calculated aggression, fueled by the echoes of the No Mercy root. His normally cheerful expressions were replaced by an unsettling determination, as if the once innocent puppet had embraced a malevolent force that sought nothing but destruction. The very essence of Little Big Planet shivered as Sackboy unleashed his arsenal of twisted creations, each puppet and contraption a reflection of the darkness that had taken hold. Zon, recognizing the gravity of the situation, adjusted his strategy, preparing for the onslaught with a heightened sense of urgency. The clash intensified, reality bending and distorting as Sackboy's hostility reached its peak. Little did anyone know that this battle would not only determine the fate of these two iconic characters but would also leave a lasting mark on the imaginative worlds they hailed from. As Sackboy's hostility peaked, Zon, recognizing the imminent threat to his universe, decided it was time to go all out. The usually laid-back skeleton sockets glowed with an intensity that matched the gravity of the situation. With a swift motion, he summoned multiple Gaster Blasters, each one more formidable than the other. Sansa's attacks became a dazzling display of teleportation and precision, weaving through Sackboy's onslaught with unparalleled finesse. The Gaster Blasters fired relentless beams, distorting reality and creating a chaotic dance of colors and shadows. Zon, known for his witty remarks, remained eerily silent, his focus solely on quelling the dark energy that threatened to unravel everything. Little did Sackboy realize that Zon, in his calm demeanor, had concealed a reservoir of power. The battlefield became a canvas for Sansa's mastery of space and time, as he manipulated gravity and dimensions to counteract Sackboy's hostility. The clash reached a fever pitch as reality itself strained under the weight of these opposing forces. Sackboy, confronted by Sansa's full might, began to sense the magnitude of his actions. The once jubilant puppet now faced the consequences of embracing the No Mercy root, as Zon pushed him to the limits of his newfound malevolence. The fate of both Little Big Planet and Undertale hung in the balance, suspended in the tumultuous clash of creativity and determination. As the battle between the hostile Sackboy and Zon escalated, the very scenes reached into his pocket, retrieving a small, innocent-looking flower, Chloe. The mischievous grin on Chloe's face widened as Zon whispered a few cryptic words. With a sudden burst of energy, Chloe's petals began to glow with an otherworldly power. Vines emerged from the ground, intertwining with the Gaster Blasters as they transformed into ethereal entities. The once static flower now pulsed with a dark magic that complemented Sansa's own abilities. Zon and Chloe orchestrated a synchronized assault, their attacks harmonizing in a macabre dance of chaos. Sackboy, now facing not just Zon, but also the unpredictable Chloe, struggled to maintain his hostile momentum. The twisted flora unleashed barrages of projectiles, creating a crossfire that challenged even Sackboy's newfound malevolence. Zon, with a newfound ally in Chloe, adapted his strategy seamlessly. The two worked in tandem, exploiting weaknesses in Sackboy's defenses and creating openings for devastating counterattacks. The whimsical Little Big Planet terrain bore witness to a convergence of darkness and determination as the clash unfolded on a scale that surpassed the boundaries of both games. The battle became a test not only of strength, but also of the unforeseen alliances that could emerge when worlds collided. As Chloe's laughter echoed through the chaotic battlefield, the outcome remained uncertain, hanging in the balance between the forces of creation and the consequences of embracing the no-mercy route. In a surprising turn, Sackboy, fueled by the remnants of his original joyous nature, began to resist the dark energy that had consumed him. The stitches that once strained under malevolence started to mend, and the glimmer of the playful puppet began to emerge. Zon, noticing this unexpected shift, paused for a moment, realizing that perhaps Sackboy was not entirely lost to the no-mercy route. Just as Sackboy's recovery gained momentum, Zon, with a sense of strategic urgency, decided to call upon reinforcements. From the pixelated horizon, Papyrus, the tall and optimistic skeleton, appeared, and the Spore, the king of the underground, emerged with his towering presence. Both stood ready, their expressions reflecting determination to protect their worlds. The battlefield transformed into a trio of iconic characters clashing in a spectacle that blended the whimsy of Little Big Planet with the depth of Undertale. Sackboy, now teetering between darkness and a resurgence of his original self, faced not only Zon, but also the combined might of Papyrus and the Spore. Zon, Papyrus, and the Spore coordinated their attacks, creating a synergy that tested Sackboy's resilience. The once hostile puppet, now caught in a crossfire of creativity and determination, grappled with conflicting forces. The outcome of this peculiar clash would not only shape the fate of their imaginative worlds, but also reveal the enduring strength of creativity against the darkest inclinations. As Sackboy's internal struggle reached its zenith, a surge of creative energy welled up within him. Unleashing a triumphant roar, he summoned his secret weapons, fantastical contraptions, and gadgets that defied the very essence of Little Big Planet. From his imaginative arsenal, a parade of whimsical yet formidable creatures emerged, ready to defend their creator. Giant marshmallow-like creatures with bouncing glee, fire-breathing dragons made of colorful fabrics, and laser-shooting robots crafted from the very stitches of Sackboy's being surrounded the battlefield. Each creation carried an aura of joy and playfulness, in stark contrast to the dark forces that had initially taken hold. Zon, Papyrus, and the Spore found themselves momentarily taken aback by the unexpected turn of events. The clash now unfolded on a surreal battleground, where the boundaries between reality and imagination blurred. Sackboy's secret weapons danced and frolicked, their mere presence injecting an atmosphere of mirth into the once tense confrontation. The battle had transformed into a kaleidoscope of colors and shapes as Sackboy, embracing the core of Little Big Planet's creativity, utilized his secret weapons to counter the combined might of his adversaries. The fate of the imaginative realms hung in the balance as the clash continued to surprise and captivate both participants and spectators alike. As Sackboy's secret weapons spiraled into uncontrollable chaos, the enigmatic flower, Chloe, seized the opportunity to further sow discord. With a malevolent grin, Chloe absorbed the unleashed energy, amplifying the mayhem on the battlefield. The giant marshmallow creatures, fire-breathing dragons, and laser-shooting robots fell under Chloe's influence, turning into nightmarish abominations. Zon, Papyrus, and the Spore, already struggling to contain the unleashed chaos, now faced an even more formidable adversary. Chloe, now wreathed in the dark energy of the clash, taunted the bewildered characters with ominous laughter. The once vibrant landscapes of Little Big Planet and Undertale crumbled under the weight of the escalating conflict. Sackboy, caught between the uncontrollable creations and the malevolent influence of Chloe, fought desperately to regain control. The puppet's stitches strained, reflecting the internal struggle against the forces that had been unleashed. As the battle reached its tumultuous peak, the convergence of worlds seemed on the verge of collapse. Chloe reveled in the chaos, his laughter echoing through the fractured landscapes. Zon, Papyrus, and the Spore, recognizing the dire consequences, made a hasty retreat, leaving behind a chaotic tapestry of creativity twisted by malevolence. The fate of Little Big Planet and Undertale hung in the balance, forever marked by the unexpected alliance of Sackboy's secret weapons and the dark influence of Chloe. The clash that began as a collision of Stitches and Skeletons had spiraled into a nightmarish confrontation, leaving both imaginative realms scarred and uncertain. In the aftermath of the chaotic clash, the landscapes of Little Big Planet and Undertale lay in ruins. The once vibrant worlds now echoed with the eerie silence of devastation. Chloe, reveling in the aftermath, hovered over the fractured scenery, petals still pulsating with dark energy. Sackboy, battered and exhausted, surveyed the consequences of his actions. The secret weapons he had summoned, now twisted by Chloe's influence, lay scattered across the torn terrain. The playful puppet, once a beacon of creativity, struggled to comprehend the unintended havoc he had unleashed. In the distance, San, Papyrus and Ascor regrouped in their respective realms, contemplating the repercussions of the catastrophic clash. The Stitches and Skeletons had underestimated the volatile mix of creativity and malevolence, leaving their worlds forever changed. Chloe, sensing the discord he had sown, cackled with glee.